Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. So glad to see you all here and glad you stopped by. You will be too, because we have Dr. Shannon South today. She's known as the Joy Doctor, and she's an award winning therapist, an Amazon best-selling author, and an inspirational speaker. As an expert in the field of spirituality and healing trauma for over 25 years, Joy knows how to assist people. Well, the Joy Doctor, known as Shannon Smith, Shannon South, not Smith. But it's okay, because what's important is joy. But she knows how to assist people in finding wholeness, abundance, and joy naturally. Welcome, Shannon.
Thank you. So happy to be with you.
I'm happy you're here too. And I know, you've discovered a healing path where you really help people with their own trauma and different pieces. So why is this so important to your success?
Well, as you may know yourself personally, when we have all this trauma and drama going on, it hijacks our nervous system, it hijacks our brain, it hijacks our sense of beingness and aliveness in the world. And so, as we heal that conflict inside and we become more of those qualities of our higher nature, which are joy and love and peace and abundance and all those wonderful things that are there for us and available, then we are more free and we're more able to be successful. We're just in alignment with that nature of ourselves. What we seek is seeking us, right? Rumi tells us this. So it's like, it's there. We just need to clear out those blocks, right? And allow it to be there and step into it.
Oh, I love that. And I know that you're a therapist, and obviously you're a counselor, right? So you talk about the inner counselor, and I'm wondering, why does aligning with someone's inner counselor matter in terms of impact that they would make in the world?
Yeah, absolutely. So years ago, when I had an anxiety disorder, a panic, depression, PTSD, the whole nine yards, I went to see a counselor, and she said to me, "Stare at this candle, and I'll be back in 20 minutes." And I'm like, "You got to be kidding me! Stare at a candle?" And I said, "Okay." So I'm staring at this candle. I'm staring at this candle, and she comes back in. She's like, "You do that morning and evening, and that'll be $60." And I'm like, "You've got to be kidding me." But I left and I did it. And so, long story short, what I found out by staring at this daggum candle is that we have the capacity in us to heal and transform whatever comes our way. So, good news about that, because I kind of really wanted to feel better. So, as I'm sitting in front of this candle, I decided to wean off my medications, which I don't advise this at home, by the way. And these panic symptoms return, the anxiety, the elephants on the chest, the despair, all the whole anxiety thing. And I just scream out, "If something's out there, help me, please, please, please." And this is our inner counselor, right? This is our inner, but I didn't know what it was. I had no context for it growing up in the church. I didn't know, I didn't know. So anyway, I call out and I felt this energy fill my body, and it was loving, it was nurturing, it was peaceful. And I did not have a panic attack again after that moment. And so after that day, Jill, I knew that there was something assisting us. Like, I knew it, like the cells in my body knew it, right? And I was free from that pattern. And so I went on later, because I wanted this for my clients, right? I didn't want traditional therapy. I thought, what was this? So I went on later to get my doctorate in spiritual psychology, energy medicine, and that's where I learned the inner counselor process, which is what I use with clients today. And it's so different than regular therapy because it connects you directly to that inner counselor and helps you embody your higher self so that you can become the person that your highest potential. I mean, it's there. We just need to evolve into it. So it's
I love that. And are any candles involved in the process?
no, but I recommend that meditation to all my clients.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, it's so funny
Yes.
because you're probably thinking now, why did I just spend that money and time? And actually, that was the very process that brought you to a whole new space, isn't it?
Absolutely. And the simplicity of that is the joy, right? It really is. The sacred is in the simple. We talk about that in my program. We don't have to overcomplicate it. It doesn't have to be, transformation does not have to be so daggone difficult, right? It doesn't have to be so hard. We don't have to wrestle the universe for our transformation. We just need to say yes, be determined, and find the ways to get through this roadmap of life in a way that we can access that inner, wiser, loving self.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. And I
Yeah.
know you must have a story, about a client who became drama and limiting beliefs and or any of the above, right? And how to
Yes.
change their lives. Would you share this with us? Because I know a lot of people feel like they're living in survival and
Yeah.
probably want to move beyond that into their fullest potential. So please share with us.
Absolutely. Thank goodness we can adapt, we can survive. But the problem is we box ourselves in, right? And we don't get to experience the world in the way that we dream of. We don't get to dream and do and be who we want to be because we're in this little box that we've adapted to. And so as we heal from those adaptations, we are, whoo, it's just like the world is our oyster more and more. So good news about that. Oh, I had a client, she was a dentist, and she was so stuck in this terrible pattern of like feeling frustrated with her job and helpless and sad and depressed and just the whole nine yards. So when we realized where that pattern came from and updated her system so that she could access that more abundant, empowered part of her, the part of her that had more power and choice and a sense of beingness in the world that allowed her to really use her inner knowing as opposed to her mind and her fear, right? The mind and the fear were running the show. Her reactions, her mind, her fear. And that happens to all of us at times, right? So she embodied that inner knowing more, that inner sense of herself. And then literally, this was not planned, within like 3 weeks, this dream job opened up for her and she was able to say yes to it. And I really felt like by her clearing that out, she was in alignment with tripling her income. This really happened. And really just stepping into something she loved, like something she really had dreamed of and loved because she was ready.
Yeah, and it is that, when you're ready, all these things do open up. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, it's dreamy, and we can't go in being like, "Hey, open up, please." It's like, but we can, I guess. But however, it's usually a surprise. It's so beautiful that way. We just have to do the inner work, right?
That is such a great story, and she's obviously very lucky. And I'm sure there are many others who've been served also by you in a similar way.
Yes, thank you.
Um, yeah, and with that, I know as people are watching this, you're going to go, I want to get a hold of Shannon. So tell us how people can connect with you. Do you have any kind of wonderful free gift for us? Let
Yeah.
us.
I would love to share an ebook, a free ebook that I just wrote called The Power of Your Inner Counselor. And what I share in that book is for counselors, coaches, professional healers, and those just interested in growth, right? Those who want to evolve into their highest potential. But it's called The Power of Your Inner Counselor, and they can get it on the Inner Counselor website at theinnercounselor.com. And then I just have a regular website that's just drshannonsouth.com that has some also free gifts for people who have anxiety and want to break free from that cycle of anxiety and panic and move into more joy and love.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And that will also be in the show notes, everyone. So definitely go get your gift from Dr. Shannon. Dr. Shannon, can I call you that?
Absolutely. It's Shannon, Dr. Shannon, whatever.
And I really appreciate you stopping by, so to speak, and helping
Yes.
our viewers and listeners. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Jill. Have a wonderful day.
To you too, and to everyone else. So glad again that you've tuned in. Hey, go check out jilllublin.com for all kinds of resources, and check out the Kindness Circle as well as the great resources on publicity. And come on back again, and we will see you the next time. Bye, everyone.